The Gonzaga Bulldogs continue on a very positive stretch so far. The students absolutely loving it tonight as Gonzaga laid waste to the Washington State Cougars in a 30-point, very impressive win back at home. And our Mia Green is live in the kennel post-game, bringing us a little bit more on the Washington State side of things. I know it's always hard to play in an environment like the kennel, Mia.
Yeah, Washington State came into this one with confidence. You could really feel their energy whenever they were warming up, but it was quickly worn down by Gonzaga's toughness, the size, the dominance, so many different things from Gonzaga that really sparked the Cougs' confidence. But the Gonzaga Bulldogs handed the Cougs their third straight loss in a hostile, sold-out crowd environment. The Cougs walked into the kennel ready for battle, but from the opening tip, they were playing from behind. Gonzaga built an early lead, and anytime Wazoo tried to chip away at the deficit, they couldn't string together enough possessions to build real momentum. Turnovers were a major issue for the Cougs in the first half. Live ball mistakes that turned the rock the other way, and against a ranked opponent like Gonzaga, that was a recipe for trouble. The Bulldogs doubled up the points for majority of the first half, and the Cougs were down 27 points at halftime. WSU attempted to fight back in the first part of the second half, but the Bulldogs just continued to dominate in the kennel. Turnovers were the second half story as well, and the Cougs were unable to put up enough points to even get close to the Zags. After the loss, head coach David Riley spoke about how the Cougs will bounce back from a loss like this.
You know, who you are as a man it's really shown after adversity hits, and these guys I think are it's one of my favorite teams that I've coached, and I know the results haven't been where we want them to be, but you know, mental weakness is blaming others or making excuses, and I think that we talked about making sure we don't do that. We want to be mentally tough.
The Cougs really did put up a fight, but ultimately Gonzaga's size and really just everything that they brought to the court really mattered tonight.
Well, it's been really not the best stretch for Washington State here. They have Pacific up next. That's back in Pullman, a little bit of a friendlier environment, of course. And what would it take for Washington State to kind of get back a little bit and end this streak?
The control of the ball, like I mentioned, was really a huge problem for the Cougs tonight. The turnover factor was massive. When you're looking across the court and you're just seeing Gonzaga jumping, passing lanes, the live ball turnovers were just a really big problem for the Cougs. So I really think that if they were to control the ball a little more and honestly control their tempo, they were moving at a pretty quick pace, but it wasn't consistent. And throughout the game, you could really see their energy kind of starting to change. The confidence wasn't there, especially really going into that second half. You were kind of expecting a different second half team from the Cougs, but they came out of the second half with the same energy from the first. The confidence was just killed from start to finish. They really, they put up a fight, but it wasn't enough for Gonzaga. And the Cougs up next, they will have a week off before they go on. They host Pacific. That'll be next Wednesday in Pullman at Beasley Coliseum. But for now, it was quite a thriller of a game here in the kennel. The crowd was going crazy, but the domination, the crowd really played a big role in tonight's win for the Zags as well. Of course, the second the Cougs walk into the arena, the entire arena, including the student section, the fans, everyone in the arena booed, and I think that really played a big role in the confidence for the Cougs. For now, reporting from Spokane, I'm Mia Green, 4 News Now Sports.